What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a chatty get ready with me today because I'm not feeling the best. And first of all, it's 97 degrees up here. I'm in a sports bra because I'm literally sweating my ass off. Like you're not gonna see the sweat glistening. So if you see the sweat stash happening during this video, mind your business. I'm doing like a literal full glam beat today, and I just figured, why not bring you guys along with me? I haven't done a full glam video in so long, and I have a good little like summer full beat moment that I want to do. So we're just gonna chit chat, get ready, talk some makeup stuff. The summertime is always hard for me doing makeup because it, again, just literally melts off my face. So I'm gonna try to make this long lasting. And if you're not a beauty makeup person, I'm sorry. You know, I talked about this in a previous video, and I just really want to post videos of things that I genuinely enjoy, because I think the idea that I'm gonna hit that 100,000 subscribers and get my plaque is probably gonna happen like in 2035. So I might as well just give up on that and just do whatever the fuck I want. That's why I am doing just kind of like more vlog style videos, more makeup-y videos, because that's just honestly like what I started doing. I mean, the makeup videos I think came later on when I started developing my own like style and stuff and just what I like to do makeup wise, but it's still, you know, part of me and something I really enjoy. So we're gonna do it today, okay? Here's my problem. I'd be doing the most. And I think I'm just gonna have to put concealer on my lids. You know what, it is what it is. Also haven't done like a nutrition Q&A in such a long time, and I feel like I'm definitely overdue for one. But I don't know about you guys, I just feel like the nutrition health space of the fitness influencers and just the overall social media is just like so oversaturated. And I feel like everyone's trying to be a fitness influencer. Everyone's trying to like sell you on their nutrition information and their freaking guides and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, dude, I've been doing this for a decade. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just so over it. I don't want to be just another fitness influencer anymore. Like, I want to provide value. And honestly, sometimes that value is like just my life and just having a friend to watch. Because when I first started YouTube, like, I was watching people like Casey Neistat and like the vloggers of the world that weren't really providing like educational content. Like, I know that some people obviously go on YouTube for that, but I just like, I don't really think that that's my forte anymore. I mean, maybe it will come around to me again at some point, but like for right now, I'm just gonna kind of do like what I like to do. So obviously, I feel a lot of you guys have probably noticed that I've been a little off recently, and it's not like in a bad way, but just like, I think being on social media in general, speaking of that, is just like, sometimes can just be a lot, you know? And it's weird because I go through these like phases of like wanting to post things online because it's my life. And like, if I wasn't someone that had a large following, I would just do it, or like I wouldn't do it and it wouldn't be a big deal, you know? Like, I am so jealous of people who just have like their normal freaking lives and they don't have to worry about posting on Instagram or posting on this or keeping up with that. Like, they just post whenever they want and just share things. And I'm just like, you know, what a life that must be, because I don't know what that's like anymore. I would kind of just like to get to that point. Like, I would love to be able to just like share what I felt like sharing on Instagram and like posting what I want to post and not really worrying about like what everyone thinks of me. And it's hard because I'm such an open person and like I do share a lot of my life, but I just think that it tends to get me into more trouble than it does good. And like, people from Iowa are still watching. They're still talking about me. They're still doing those kinds of things. Hold on, can't do this while I'm talking. Little baby wing today. Waterproof, better than sex, Too Faced, just a little tiny to elevate that look a little bit. Hands are so shaky because I don't feel well. That's annoying. Oh, so hot. This I should really title this video like ADHD person tries to do makeup while telling a story, because I guarantee you it's gonna be like all over the place. Yeah, so I feel like I've been just like in this weird rut of like wanting to share things on the internet and then not wanting to share things, and like wanting to do XYZ and then I don't do it, and then I'm like, oh my God, people are gonna ask questions, you know? And I feel like, as weird as this is, like, you guys know me so well, and you know, you guys can obviously tell when something is up, and it's just not something that I really want to talk about on the internet anymore. Like, I think I've gone through so many phases of like sharing those personal details of my life and like all that kind of stuff that I honestly feel like I need to set this boundary for my own mental health, and I've never done it before. And I know that you guys hate when influencers do that, like, oh, respect my privacy, blah, blah, blah. I know, I get it. I hate when they do it too. But I also feel like I've never done it, and I feel like I've constantly gone online and like defended myself or like talked about what's happening, and I just don't want to do it anymore. Bring the Dyson fan in here, so I really hope you can't hear that. It's only gonna be on for a minute, so if you can, I need to cool myself off, because even thinking about setting boundaries gives me agita. We're going in with some House Labs Lady Gaga foundation. Freaking literally obsessed with this. It actually might be a little light for me though. Ooh. Oh, whoopsies. I'm a little tan right now. Tan in the tits lately. We'll bronze it up a little bit. But I feel like this, out of all the foundations I have, this is like the most skin-like foundation while also so long-lasting. And I just love it. Like I said, I haven't done like a full face of makeup. I haven't like gone anywhere. I was in this really good groove of like posting outfits before it was a million degrees outside, and now I can't even fathom wearing pants right now. I can't. Or like a nice shirt. I just sweat right through it. Oh, we'll revisit that in the fall, but a lot of you guys liked the outfit post, so hopefully I'll bring those back sooner or later. But right now I'm just gonna kind of like focus on me and try to make my social media just really more about that and like stuff that I really like, and not worry about like all the other things and like people asking questions and, you know, just like all the annoying parts of social media. The things, however, that people actually have been asking me is about if I see myself staying in North Carolina forever. And to be honest with you, when I was leaving the Midwest, I really wanted to move to the West Coast, because you guys know I came from Florida, East Coast girly, but I hate living in Florida. I hated it there. I feel like I got roasted a lot for talking about that on social media when I was like leaving Florida, but I really did not like living there. And so one of my like dreams in this life was to be able to afford to live in California. And of course, you know, that was not the case when I was leaving the Midwest and also moving my entire life from one coast to the other, or like mid-coast to the other, whatever. And so I still have a dream of that. And I do feel I'm in my manifestation era. And I do feel like it's something that is a possibility in my future. I don't know when exactly. And so I think that would be so freaking cool. Every time I do like a Q&A video, people always ask me about that. And I just never thought that I would be able to have that type of opportunity. But I feel that in the recent changes in my life, I feel like I may be able to do that one day. And hopefully I'll be able to talk about that like in the future, you know, when I feel more comfortable and everything. But for now, that's something that's on my noggin. Just kind of trying to like find out what it is that really makes me happy. Because I think a lot of times, like, I'm sure you guys probably know this about me if you've been following me for a while, I'm like a chronic people pleaser. I tend to put everyone else's needs and feelings before my own. It's something that I've really been trying to work on recently. And you know, it takes some work and practice. I'm definitely not there yet, but I think that I really, like, the goal for the rest of this year is going to be to really put myself first and ask myself like what it is that I need, and not put anyone else's needs before mine. Because when I've done that, I feel like it always bites me in the freaking ass. And then you know, like, some people just like, they don't do the same, you know, like they just don't care about your feelings over their own. And so sometimes I'm just like, why should I even do that if I am not getting the same in return, you know? So like one of the things I think I'm just like really gonna practice is doing things for myself and myself only, because it's just something I really struggle with and don't really know how to do all the way. So I'm hoping that I can get a grip on that, you know, for the rest of the year. And I do have goals of boxing and competing, and that's, you know, more fitnessy and more putting myself first and doing things that like require me to really prioritize myself. And I feel like I'm ready to do it. Kind of just like see what life has to offer me. And the most important thing that I can tell you guys about just like kind of where my mind is at right now is that I am somebody who is extremely, extremely resilient. Like no matter what happens to me, I feel like there's nothing that I can't get through and can't do. Like if I was able to deal with some of the Iowa stuff, there's nothing that your girl can't handle, you know? And so if anything, oops, wrong brush. So I hope if anything, first of all, look at the highlight, slay. But I hope if anything from this, it kind of just will give you maybe a little inspiration of like, you can handle anything because there's nothing that this life can't test you with that you are not equipped for. And I fully believe that. You may not always know why, like, you know, certain things happen and you might be like learning life lessons and things like that, but I do think it's for a reason. A really exciting thing though that I'm like really, really looking forward to, surprisingly, is the CrossFit Games. And I am, first of all, I'm terrified to get on a plane again. I will be having a plane buddy with me though. However, I won't be vlogging it because it's gonna be too much. I'm going with Buff Chick, which is like super cool. I did not know they were gonna even be at the CrossFit Games, and they invited me to go, and I was just like, you know what? This is one of those things where I need to do it for me and I need to go, and I'm gonna do it. And so I'm gonna do it. And while I am absolutely petrified at getting on a plane again after what happened in the last time, I am gonna do it. And it's me kind of like putting out into the universe, like I'm gonna do things that are scary for me. So if anything, I hope that that kind of like is the theme of today's video. Maybe you just needed to like hear that today, I don't know. But sometimes I really feel like you hear things at just the right time when you need them. So that like little invite, that little me getting the like chance to go to the CrossFit Games is like, I feel it was the universe kind of saying to me like, no, you should be doing this stuff and you should be pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and trying new things and so on and so forth. So your girl's gonna do it. Ooh, that just got all over my lens. I think it's also just like as a side note been harder for me to post like more nutrition content and stuff when I'm like not really on my normal schedule. I think when I'm, you know, meal prepping and doing all that stuff, it's so much easier for me to just like do food content and all that because like obviously it's realistic and I'm not somebody that films content that is not really happening in my life. So that's kind of why I think I get into these things when like life happens to me, because, you know, anyone else that's not posting their life on the internet, they just get to go about their, you know, their issues and their talk to their friends and that's it, and move on from it. And I'm like, oh, I have to deal with the internet side of things, which is like literally so annoying. But you know what I'm so impressed by? I love the like influencers or people who have a bunch of followers and like something happens in their life and they just like don't give a fuck, and they don't like, they're so reckless with stuff and they really don't care. And I want to be more like that. I want to be more like, I don't care what people say about me, but I'm not there yet. I will be one day, but I'm not there yet. I know that I want to put bottom mascara on today because I think it's just gonna literally just smear all over my fucking face because it's so disgusting outside. Like 10 layers of foundation. I need like the all-nighter, long lasting. Huda Beauty powder, by the way, has literally been like my ride or die powder. I don't know that I've ever even talked about this in a favorites video, but I think this is the cherry blossom cake one. And I have been using this under my eyes, especially since I got my surgery. And I just feel like it smooths everything out so nicely. Like look at the way that that just like buffs everything out. The only downside is like because I'm dry, it does kind of like flake just a little bit, but that's a slay. That is a slay. Back in with some bronzer in the crease because I feel like I could deepen that up just a little bit. I think I'm gonna actually just like leave my lips kind of glossy because I want this like summer glow kind of look without it being too much effort. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bronziness in the eye and then like the highlight on the top, which can never have too much highlight, okay? Love to see it. I like this look right now. I'm gonna probably set it again. Literally, it's 97 degrees outside. I know this is just gonna melt right off my face the second I go outside. Where's that Lady Gaga one? I have this this House Labs Guava by Lady Gaga is literally my fave. It's got a little plump in it, but it's such a pretty summer color. Oh yeah. I need to finish my hair because I just blow dried it and it's literally like absolutely insane. Like, ma'am, what's happening? Okay. So I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera and I'm gonna show you the finished look. Okay, we did a straight hair moment. How do we feel about that? I feel like this is cute though. Maybe. That's the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Click that subscribe. You already know. Makeup with Mander's Monday. And I'll see you next week.